What's good, Blaster Podcast? Welcome back to the channel with Jared. Y'all, today we're gonna be doing a video, and this is coming from Anton Daniel's channel. Now, this is gonna be about Vice President Kamala Harris, and I want you guys to take a look at this and check this out.
Okay, so Paige, you pro woman. I got to hear what you got to say, y'all.
I am pro woman, but in this situation, I don't think that she's going to win. I think it's good for entertainment and us women and Black women at that. But as far as you men, Black, whatever color, I don't think y'all are going to allow it. I don't think y'all are. And I think y'all are going to band together with your votes and vote against her. That's what I think.
Would you vote for? Let me ask you a question. Would you vote for?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm going to just be real honest with this. She's a Black woman.
Because they skin folk, not Kim folk.
I think it goes back to what somebody was saying, where it's not voting for someone, but majority will vote for somebody else just
hold on. Let me line this out.
I think majority
is it only because she a Black woman?
Yeah.
Let's put Sexy Red in the office.
She's not Black, friend. She's not Black.
Red is
wait. Let's just say it don't matter.
Isn't she half Black?
Well, listen.
Why
whether she half Black,
vote for her?
Hold on. Let's have this conversation. Whether she's half Black, or
she's half of two of the most prosecuted.
It doesn't even matter. None of that matters. Why? Only because of that.
Because I would love to see a woman in office.
Oh, why?
I want to give us a shot. I mean,
that right there is alarming. So this woman just basically told us that she's going to vote for Kamala just because she's a Black woman or a supposed Black woman. This woman ain't never said she was Black. This woman ain't never said that she was for Black people. This woman has said that she is strictly for. She's strictly said, I'm not gonna do anything for Black people because matter of fact, that whole entire damn video, I gotta find it. But Kamala ain't for us.
how many presidents have we had that were all men? Like,
all right, vote for Hillary.
Listen, Paige, y'all seen what single women did to the Black man. Like,
please.
Hold on, y'all see how y'all mess up the head of the household. Y'all want to mess up the head of the country? Let's be honest. I ain't gonna say all single mothers, but let's be honest now. We got a prison full of
that is so incorrect. You said single mothers did what to the household?
They messed it up. They gave single mothers a choice. They said, you want welfare or you want the husband to be around. The women said, well, it sounds fair to me. And they took the deal. And ever since then, it's been messed up out here. Can we not agree to that?
I'm so broken, bro. Honestly. Like on everything, on my father's grave. I am so broken right now, man.
Why?
Do you not see how that's a bad idea?
Elaborate.
Okay, so we're in 3 proxy wars with some of the most powerful leaders in the world. She failed at the border, in which we have an estimation of 15 to 20 million people illegally into this country. That is literally overtaking and bankrupting Chicago to the tune of over $400 million per year, and they are in a deficit. Oakland is going out of business. San Francisco, ditto. California, $65 billion deficit. New York, they're literally cutting trash, in which they are the rattiest, dirtiest city, and they've taken up resources as far as free healthcare, free hotels to the tune of $600 a day. They're literally taking over your schools. Your taxpayer dollars are going to fund the migrant crisis. She was supposed to be in charge of this. We have a failing economy. Every single day, I see people getting on the internet talking about $30 an hour is the new minimum wage because inflation is fucking out of control. At one point, it was at almost 10%, depending on what city that you in. She has no policy, no record to stand on. One of the biggest things that she did in her career was lock up more black men than ever before. But we sitting here and vote her in office on identity politics. The very person that she was under as far as the president of the United States of America, she called him racist during a debate.
Exactly. And the thing is, the red flag with all of this is this. This woman has no policy that's worth a vote. This woman has no policies worth the vote. And it's not that I don't like Kamala. I really couldn't give a shit about her. But it's time out for us to just be out here willy-nilly just voting for some bullshit while us as black folks are still underlined. We still are in the fucking shit show. Us as black people, we need to stop voting based upon somebody's damn ethnicity or how they look, because I can guarantee you this: the way that woman looks, it don't matter. The way that woman look, it don't matter. It's all about her mindset. And what I've seen so far is Kamala's mindset ain't for us. Ain't never been for us, ain't gonna be for us, and never will be for us. Call me an asshole, call me this. It's the truth, and y'all know it's the truth. That woman don't give a damn about none of us. That woman don't give a fuck about none of us. And it's about time that we as black people stop giving a damn about color and start voting based upon policies.
Which shows you how fake she is. And the only thing that we can stand on from a policy perspective is whether or not she's black and she's a woman. We did that during the Obama administration, and he didn't do anything for black people. As a matter of fact, y'all complain because the only person that he did, or the only group of people that he really stood for, is the alphabet community, and that's his landmark thing that he's still standing on today. So the only thing that we have to stand on is identity politics. That shit didn't work with Tiffany Henyard in Dayton, Illinois. It didn't work with Karen Bass. It didn't work with Lori Lightfoot in Chicago. It didn't work with Brandon Johnson that then took over her position in Chicago. It didn't work with Andre Dickens in Atlanta. It didn't work with Eric Adams in New York. It doesn't work across the country. Every single Democratic city is a hellhole. And we sitting here talking about identity politics?
Exactly. If you look at everything that's going on nowadays, what cities do you see? You see everything from it's hard to even say. You see everything from crime rates being out of fucking control to damn Americans getting shot. You see all sorts of shit in these damn Democrat cities. Let alone she was the DA in San Francisco, I believe. What did she really do? Nothing.
And to further help y'all understand,
Shit, bro.
Speaking of identity, if y'all want to know who Kamala Harris is Nunu off of ATL. Okay? When it come time to play like she a black woman, she gonna put on her biggest hoop earrings. She gonna put on her Timbs. She gonna tie her Timbs up. I don't know who tie up Timbs. She gonna pull out her house, put them on her greens. And this how black she not, y'all. She put her greens in a bowl so it didn't touch the cornbread, y'all. Oh shit! What black?
Now 2K. What the fuck are we even talking about when we talking about damn collard green, man? I know you hungry, big fella. Goddamn, go get you a pot of them greens and damn deal with that, man. But goddamn, how the fuck we get from talking about Kamala To talk about damn collard greens and cornbread. Damn, low key, I'm about to sound fat as fuck, but goddamn, now I want some cornbread and damn collard greens. Shit, ain't that a bitch?
Family, you know who put the greens in a cup so it don't touch the cornbread. Y'all, the woman ain't black. Her daddy was Jamaican. Her mama was Indian. Their relationship stank, first of all. Second of all, she is not. If Drake ain't like us, Camilla definitely ain't like us.
Hey, can I do a straw poll right quick? Who's voting for Kamala Harris? Raise your hand.
I ain't heard of policies yet. I can't say that I'm not voting for.
So, yeah, that
nobody voting for Kamala Harris. You got one person. Is that it? Out of 10?
It's too early to really say for any candidate.
No, man.
Democrat or straight Republican.
It's over, man. Look, the Democratic National Convention is in August, and by August they got to have their person. They got to. Ain't no too late. You already know you're going to vote for it now. So look, who's voting for Donald Trump? Raise your hand.
You're muted, Anton. Anton, you're muted.
Here's the thing. Here's the problem with that, though, ABL. We are liars. We listen. You know how many people.
I want everybody to be honest. I want everybody. If you,
it's not gonna happen, ABL. You know.
Hell, I could be lying to you and tell you that I ain't gonna vote for damn fucking Kamala. I mean, we all know I ain't voting for Kamala, but still, the fact of the matter is that, bro, what the hell you talking about? I can lie to you right now today and tell you I'm not voting for Kamala. Meanwhile, my black ass would be the first one in the damn what you call it, basically saying, yeah, I'm voting for Kamala. I could be lying to you right now, which I ain't, but still. So what the hell is that gonna solve?
You know how many people gonna admit that they actually supported Black Lives Matters? Zero. You know how many people actually admit that they voted for Biden? Zero. I do straw polls all the time, and people lie.
ABL sound like a woman. Y'all just be honest. I ain't gonna get mad. Like, nigga, stand for the lie, nigga.
Well, I can say that I was definitely one of the people who voted for Obama because he was black.
I think every black person voted for Obama because he was black. Hell, when I was a kid, only thing I saw when I saw Obama was a black man for president. That's the only thing I saw. Now, am I looking at it back then and be like, damn, I was ignorant? Yeah, but I was a kid. I didn't know shit about politics. But the fact of the matter is that we all know that we voted for Obama just because a lot of us wasn't even fucking politically savvy enough to even figure out what the hell was going on.
He was one of the people who said I was going to vote for Trump, but in the end voted for Biden. I was one of the people who, when Black Lives Matter first came out, I was hashtag BLM and all of that.
Carrie!
I'm being honest.
Because she being real.
I'm being honest. And the reason that I did it, I was raised a Democrat. I was raised that way. My dad he was a campaign manager for our local councilman. We had to go knocking on doors. We had to pass out flyers. I worked for a Democratic assemblyman. I was raised Democrat. So I was just kind of following along. And then finally, thankfully, when COVID hit, I think Kevin Samuel started kind of talking about some stuff with politics too. Like some of the people who I started listening to during my time down, I started understanding certain things, and it dawned on me, I really don't know what Barack Obama did while he was in office. So I started researching and I started learning, and I'm like, oh my God, like a lot of the stuff that I have had issues with the trans, that whole world stemmed back from that administration. And then some of the stuff, and I'm not saying he didn't do good things, but my point was it was eye-opening to me at how totally oblivious to real issues I was, and how I was just following along with the crowd. And the thing about the internet is you can find your home. You can find who to watch, who to listen to feel good about your decision. You can find your space. So you can't even really go online to educate yourself. You really, in my opinion, have to kind of be like a lone wolf to really figure out what's going on in the world of politics. So lately, what I've been doing, and ChatGPT is my best friend. I've been talking to him about every candidate, like in all possible ways. I've been watching all of the congressional hearings,
who is him?
Her imaginary
I call
man.
ChatGPT is Enrique. I call him Enrique.
You know,
ChatGPT, that's what I call him.
You know, ChatGPT is engineered software. It's not really true artificial intelligence.
We don't have it's that no point in arguing that with me because I love ChatGPT. So listen, the point is that
I get no free game. You can take it or not. It's fine.
It's not. I got you. The point is that what I have been doing, I go to all of the different websites where they are supposed to list like what the presidents did while they were in office and what they're standing for. So long story short, I promised myself I'm going to make my vote based off of me doing my research, one, and then two, I had to ask myself, what are the most important issues for me? So like the other day when this whole thing with Biden happened, one of the news people were like, you know, Kamala, she's so vocal about the whole abortion thing. And that's like the big item. And I'm like, okay, I can care about that, but in my scope, that's not the most important issue. So why that's not a draw for me. So I had to really wind it back and be like, what are my top issues? And then what are like the country in general's top issues and who's working more closer to those issues? And after I do all of that, whoever I come up with, that's who I'm going to vote for. I'm not going to let it be because somebody told me to, or because I'm Black, or because my sister's an AKA, or because I'm not going to do any of that this go round.
So who you voting for this time?
I don't know yet. Right now, I don't know. Now that Kamala is in the running, I got to research her. I was currently researching Biden, Trump, and RFK. And to be quite honest, I watched the debate like 3 different times. And then I saw that that Elon Musk streamed it for RFK to do the debate as well. So I watched that debate. And of all the 3 of them, I read what RFK was talking about resonated the most for me. So I started researching him. And then I learned, like, I kept saying, well, why is he not even in the debate? Like years ago, there used to be a bunch of Democratic candidates during their debate and the Republican, and now we don't even see him. And he educated me on how the Democratic Party changed the rules on how you even become a candidate. And I didn't know you could do that. So I've been in education mode.
Ultimately, what happened with the debate, the reason why he was not up there is because he was polling at a very low percentage. Joe Biden was winning all the primaries by like 98%. That's the whole thing. He did not have enough support from the Democrats. RFK is a person that's seen as a centrist or a moderate, maybe even conservative, not really a Democrat. He was not popular among Democrats. That's why he was not anywhere near Biden in the primaries. And there's more people in debates in the primaries before you get to nomination time. They just had the RNC recently, but it nominated Trump and JD Vance. So we're pretty much on the home stretch. It's only going to be president and the challenger debating. It won't be anybody else.
Yeah.
But why not?
Because
what was it? The last election or the election before that, it was a panel of like
that was
during the primary.
That was what?
During the primary. Do you understand? Okay, so you know where the primaries were, right?
But who was up there during the primaries?
Okay, a lot of them. But in the primaries, see, in this case, there was not any challengers. There were not any true challengers to Joe Biden. There was
but you know how you're saying there's not true challenge. What I'm saying to you is the determination of a true challenger, according to what RFK said, and then when I learned about them changing the policy, the determining factor of if you should really be up there or not, from what I saw, what I read, has been changed. The way it was determined has been changed. Have you heard that or read that?
RFK will tell you a lie. Don't believe everything he says.
No. Note what I said. I said RFK said it, and then I went and looked it up.
So what did you find when you looked it up?
What I found when I looked it up was that they changed. I'm not gonna say all the wording correctly, But what I found was that they changed whatever the process is for determining who the Democratic candidate is going to be. It was changed or I don't know what word, but I'm going to say changed for lack of a better word. It was changed during Biden's presidency. Have you read that?
Nah, and ultimately
check that out and see, because from what I gathered, hold on
1 second. It doesn't even really matter, because ultimately the primary tells you the story, because Biden would get 98% of all the votes in the primary. RFK and Marianne Williamson were like getting 1% and 2%. It was not even close. They had no chance. So it wasn't no point. There was no true challenger. Like I said, RFK is not a person that's very well liked in the Democratic Party. He's kind of a centrist and may appeal to more moderate people like yourself. He's not going to appeal to the masses in the Democratic Party, or quite frankly, the Republican Party, because he has some very far leftist views. So the ultimate thing is, it doesn't even matter what rule was changed. He was never going to be on a debate stage because he had no support.
So here's my point in going into this space. What I learned in starting to do research on the candidates was all of what we're talking about. So even if what you're saying is so, the fact that I'm now understanding, I think to 2K's point, the vote, if you will, is really, really, even if it gets to the people, it goes through a lot of filtering before it really gets to the people. I was naive. I thought.
What did he say?
What filtering you talking about?
He talking about the popular vote versus the electoral vote.
All of the stuff that you just described to me, and all of what I'm gathering, like even the way that Pelosi, the way that I hear people talking, the way that, especially when I watch these congressional hearings, just hearing people who are Democrats and people who are Republicans, the way that they talk, it sounds like we have more of an influence on the direction that things go than just getting people to vote the way we want them to vote. That's my point, is that I started to learn that it's not so go vote, your vote determines who's the next president. There are levels that happen before you even touch a vote. So again, it was
what I'm trying to figure out is, it took her that long to figure that shit out. I mean, granted, I do. Granted, I was a person that actually researched a lot of this stuff about, politics and stuff, and I'm young, so the fact that this shit is really is literally like, it took a rocket scientist in order to figure that shit out. That baffles me. But like I said, I just wanted to point out the fact that this woman literally is voting for a candidate based upon her skin tone. I don't understand. I don't understand how us as black people have gotten to the point where we can only vote for a woman that's at best lukewarm black, and we continue to perpetuate all of this shit in the public. Meanwhile, we have a whole damn argument with each other, and you just basically say, I'm voting for her because she's black. That's the whole crux of this problem, and that's the reason why we're in the position that we're in now. But anyways, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com. If you guys want to support the Patreon, join me at Black Star Podcast on Patreon. I will catch you guys on the flip side, and thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.